Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of January, oh my God, January 4th. This week, we're going to just jump right in here into the spread. I actually already did most of your reading, by the way, Sagittarius, but my camera didn't record for some reason. So I'm starting over, basically. But this is the spread that you have here. I was going to redo the whole reading, but this is such a positive message that I was getting that I'm just going to jump right back into this reading. So you start off with this, the land between. Also, make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week, Sagittarius. But I got this like between two worlds vibe. At the beginning of the reading, I was shuffling and the world jumped out, right, of the deck. And so that's why the world is over here. But definitely an important message for you on the world, which we're going to talk about at the end. But I do feel you are kind of like between two worlds, or kind of like in this in-between place with this land card, or between the land between type of energy. You have the Two of Swords, the Sun, and the Two of Wands here. Basically, I only got to the beginning of the second row the first time I did your reading. And you have the Two of Swords here. The whole reading lines up very nicely. The Two of Swords is kind of like a card of being where you have always been. I always say on the Two of Swords, she needs to take a risk to go to these new lands. And again, you have the World, this land between card. It's like everything here is screaming, go to something new. What I was saying in your first reading is that her ass hurts on this chair, right? She's sitting in on a stone stool here, and it kind of represents the fact that where she is could be just as painful as kind of taking a risk and going towards something new. There are these two rocks in the water here on this card. And she could be fearing getting hurt by, again, stepping into something or investing in something emotionally. That's what the water represents on the card. But at the same time, if she would just take her blindfold off, she would see those rocks. You have the Sun here as well, which is the best card in the deck. So a lot of happiness coming in for you here, Sagittarius, and the Two of Wands. The Sun, I feel, and like I said this in your first reading, the Sun, I feel like, is saying that you will easily see any potential obstacles that could come your way. You will easily see things that could potentially get in the way with that Sun energy. And the Two of Wands is like you needing to step out into new lands. You needing to kind of like take a risk and put yourself out there. This back wand here stands on its own. And that's what this represents. It kind of says you have completed a cycle or a journey, or you've completed something. Something stands on its own. It doesn't need your support anymore. And now it's time for you to move forward towards a new world. So this is a very exciting reading for me. Even going this way here, Two of Wands, Eight of Cups, Ace of Wands, it basically says pretty much everything I just said, because the Two of Wands reaching forward to a new world here. Here's the world, and he has the world in his hands here, Sagittarius. Eight of Cups, walking away from something that no longer serves you. And then the Ace of Wands, walking towards a very passionate new beginning, something you truly desire. So this is an amazing reading for you, Sagittarius. You have this protection card as well. This is pretty much where I realized that my camera wasn't recording, was on this card and this card here, the Nine of Pentacles. The protection card says you are protected from taking a risk with that Two of Swords. So I feel like this is saying, like, kind of take a risk at this time, take a leap of faith. Yeah, be open to different ways of doing things. You have the High Priestess here, and the High Priestess is kind of like a card of openness as well. You have the Nine of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Cups. The High Priestess is a card of openness because the High Priestess can represent potential. It can say that she is the card of potential. To me, with the Sun here as well, next to the High Priestess, with the Hermit as well, the Hermit is like a card of self-discovery. This middle row here is like a lot of self-discovery for you, Sagittarius, or not only just self-discovery, I feel like you're discovering other things as well. The Sun can basically shine a light on anything in our lives that we're dealing with. The High Priestess is our awareness, and the High Priestess can represent something entering into our awareness, something that we become aware of. I feel like that openness card is just saying, be open to new things, be open to trying something different. Eight of Cups, walk away from things that no longer serve you. I kind of get the vibes here. For some of you, I'm wondering if this is you trying to decide if you should be single or if you should walk away from a relationship. Sometimes I think we kind of like keep ourselves stuck in relationships because we don't want to be alone. And I feel like this is saying if you're doing that, that's a bad idea, because I feel really you're just preventing yourself from having what you truly want. I feel like we should be quicker to fire people from our lives, basically, especially if they don't, are not creating a balanced relationship, if they're not, helping us in some way, or if it's not an equal give and take type of relationship. I feel like we should cut those people out with this middle row, especially if they're just taking from us. And I feel some of you are needing to do that here. For others, I just feel really nice energy with that Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is like pre-Empress energy, so definitely a lot of abundance coming in with the Sun and the Nine of Pentacles here. So I really like to see that for you as well. I'm noticing the moon, actually. You have this openness card, a giant moon. You have a moon here on the on this Two of Swords here. It's a waxing moon. And then you have this like waning moon on the Eight of Cups. So I do feel like there's something going on. And you have the crescent moon, of course, on the High Priestess as well. So I feel like there is something with like the phase, like something has phases or cycles. It's not popping into my head as moon energy, which is weird. It's just popping into my head as like maybe you're noticing certain cycles that are happening in your life. I feel like this is a good thing because it's like allowing you to take advantage of these cycles that happen. It's like maybe you always notice that at certain times you do better work, right? It's like if you do better work, you're going to make more money. So I feel like you're just kind of like paying attention to cycles. Same thing in love as well. It's like maybe you're noticing that you should have gotten rid of a person sooner, right? And maybe you're noticing that in future relationships. Maybe you are kind of more picking up on the little subtle like signs and symbols. That's kind of like what's popping into my head here with the moons and the High Priestess. So I guess that would be intuitive, but it's like you're picking up on things. And I feel this is going to help you kind of clean it up with the clean it up card. When I pulled this card, by the way, really weird, it came up in reverse. I don't read reversals, but it's definitely something to pay attention to. So I feel like some of you are cleaning things up here with that energy. Yeah, you have the Bus card. You always get this card, I think. I think you had this card in like January, in your January reading. So definitely some blessings coming in for you. You have the Five of Wands, the Hermit, and the Ace of Wands here. I do feel some of you could be dealing with some conflict with the Five of Wands. As always, it's like, I mean, I hate to beat a dead horse here, Sagittarius, but you always get something about potentially dealing with problems with other people. I feel like this could be other people's wishes that they're trying to put on to you. So I would be careful of that with the Five of Wands. But you have the Hermit and the Ace of Wands. I feel like you have done a lot of soul searching. I feel like you've gone through some very dark periods. Hermit can be kind of like going through a dark night of the soul or doing some soul searching. And you have the Ace of Wands as well. A very passionate new beginning here. I do feel like it's a little uncertain, with this Eight of Cups. I feel like these wands are the same. I feel like this wand that he's grabbing onto here is just this wand right here. It's like a total new beginning. But, the two wands, he could feel a little off balance when he's reaching forward to this wand here. It's like he's letting go of this one so that he can reach forward and have this one. But he could be a little bit off balance in between with this Eight of Cups. So I feel whatever it is that you're going through or whatever you're moving on to, while you might not be so sure of your choice at this moment, I feel like it's a very good choice that's going to lead to blessings and major growth and abundance with this Ace of Wands. I really wonder sometimes if like the universe is just trying to teach you, Sagittarius, to be more like independent, to make decisions on your own. Because it's like you get all these cards of independence, Nine of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Wands, boldness, making your own decisions, right? And the Three of Wands, waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment. But the Three of Wands is kind of like looking into the future. It's like a lot of future energy here. Major transformation as well. The World card is like going through a portal. It's like a card of rebirth in your life. Yep, I feel like this is like a fresh start is what I'm going to say to you, Sagittarius. This Storyteller card just says your life will be the story that you tell. So that I feel like right now you are kind of at this point where you're about to have a blank slate. And I don't really feel like this has to do with the new year or anything like that. I just feel that you need to start demanding what you desire with the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is very like wholehearted energy. She demands what she wants and she gets it because of that. So I feel there could be a lot of success for you here, but I really feel like you need to like be bold, be assertive, stand up for yourself. You have several cards here of taking the lead. Nine of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Three of Wands are all cards of leadership or taking the lead in some way. So I feel for a lot of you, this reading is like saying you need to take the lead in your own life and tell the story that you want. But let's clarify this. You have the Eight of Clubs. Everybody's been getting the Eight of Clubs this month. It's a card called the Mountain, and it can just represent overcoming obstacles. But let's see what's going on for you. Thank you for being here, Sagittarius. Really appreciate it, by the way. Make sure to drop a like on this video. Really appreciate all the likes and all the support. But Sagittarius, you have the bouquet coming up here, the Queen of Spades, the Lady, the Ace of Spades, and the Five of Diamonds here. Yeah, the Five of Diamonds, I mean, this basically just says, just do it. The bouquet is like an offer from the universe, or it could be kind of like you needing to tap in your spirituality. But I feel like with the Two of Swords here, it's like saying, you're being offered something new. It might not be literally, it might not be like a person that's offering you something, but it's like something is opening up to you here, something with a lot of potential with the High Priestess. And I feel like you need to grab onto it. The Ace of Spades is existing problems being resolved. So outside of the Lenormand, in the playing card reading system, is a card of like overcoming obstacles. And then you have the Five of Diamonds, like, do I take the risk? Two Wands to the Eight of Cups. Do you take a leap into darkness? The Eight of Cups is darkness. The Hermit, he's coming out of darkness. It's like literally saying that if you just move towards this new beginning, you will be very successful here, Sagittarius. Love it. You have the Four of Clubs here. Maybe some confusion going on for you. We'll dig into that a little bit more. Eight of Diamonds, the Key. And you have the Ten of Spades. That card was one of the cards that wanted to pop out at the beginning. So everybody's had the ship this week as well. Not everybody, but all three fire signs had the ship. This is like confusion about what to do. The Four of Clubs is a card I used to call Mercury retrograde. To me, it kind of represents retrograde energy or confusion and having a lack of clarity. To the Five of Wands, you know, there could be a lack of clarity. I feel the challenge for you is, again, other people. I always talk about this to you, Sagittarius. You could have a lot of people who are like telling you what to do, or, you know, trying to get you to live their life and things like that. I would be careful of that. The High Priestess, Hermit, it literally says you hold the keys necessary with the key to be very successful. Eight of Diamonds is material success on the horizon. It's like everything you want coming in for you in the future. But, you know, literally this says you hold the keys to open doors for your future inside of you. It's like, it's you, it's nobody else. So I feel like you need to kind of empower yourself here. Eight of Cups to the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Wands, definitely moving on. The Ten of Spades is a card called the Boat, and it just represents going from one thing to another. And it's not really a positive or negative card. It could represent a breakup. It could just represent a move as well. So, and there's a lot of moving energy here. Next, you have the King of Spades here in the top row, the Ten of Hearts here, and the Eight of Clubs. Again, the Mountain, it popped out at the beginning. So I feel like you're overcoming a lot of obstacles here. I do feel there could be some confusion with a person. For some of you, I feel this is like time is what's popping into my head. Like maybe you've dated someone for a very long period of time, and it's almost like you could be staying stuck to this person just because of the fact that you've been with them for a long time. I feel like if that story is for you, with this Queen of Wands, I feel like you're saying to yourself, why? Like, why am I just staying with this person just because I have always been with them? You know, Two of Swords. Two of Swords is saying that you have been where you are always. And it's time to have a new adventure. Five of Wands, the world. It's time to get out into the world. Queen of Wands. The Ten of Hearts is a card of loyalty and love. So I feel like there could be love coming towards you. The signs that stand out to me here are definitely Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Virgo and Pisces also stands out to me here as well. Could be any sign that you're dealing with, but those signs stand out to me here in your reading. But I feel like there could be new love coming in. The Ace of Wands here, this Three of Wands, it's kind of like saying you see a mountain in front of you. And again, mountains are not a bad thing. I always tell people, it's like, where do you get the best view? At the top of a mountain. So it's like climb the mountain, go through the challenge, you know? That's where you're going to get the best view. So I feel like for some of you, this isn't like a big deal, right? But you have the Ace of Wands, a new beginning. It's like you're being presented with a new offer. Three of Wands with this Eight of Clubs could say that you're waiting for the perfect moment to do something. It could say that you're like waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment. So I do feel like you kind of like need to take a leap of faith here. But your outcome, you have the Jack of Spades here. This is called the Child. You have the Jack of Clubs, which is called the Whip, and you have the Two of Clubs, which is needing to talk to yourself. The Two of Clubs is a card of you talking to your higher self. For some of you, I'm wondering if you're trying to pick between two people here in love as well. This could say that someone is making you very curious, And it's like, maybe you've been with someone for a long time. I feel like if you've been with, like, I don't think this is a, grass is greener on the other side thing, but you do have a lot of choice cards. Two of Spades, even this land between card is like a choice, right? And you have the Two of Wands, a choice, High Priestess, a choice. And so I feel like for some of you, something is making you very curious. I feel like you need to be honest with yourself with this energy here and like decide what you want your story to be in the future. I feel like that will make all the difference. But damn, Sagittarius, this is a very good reading. I feel like this is a major upgrade, really, is what this whole reading is saying. It's like saying doing something new, picking this new beginning is going to lead to, like, your future is going to lead to a new life. So I love this. So thank you for watching, Sagittarius. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising. Also, make sure to subscribe and leave a like if you haven't already. Really appreciate all the support. And I will see you next week.